Motion controls in games have been around in some form for a while, but really took the world by storm when Nintendo released the Wii in November of 2016. Its pack-in title Wii Sports allowed players to get the sensation of throwing a bowling ball, swinging a tennis racket, and, to relevance of this episode, swing a golf club. But a few months before the Wii motioned its way onto shelves, there was a golf game for the big green that used a form of motion controls to simulate playing, well, on the green from your living room. That title was Real World Golf. Developed by UK-based company Into Games, they created the Gametrak device that handled the motion controls and bundled it with their first game, a first-person fighting title called Dark Wind in 2004 for the PlayStation 2. While a decent success, Into Games would go on to release a Model 2 Gametrak device that had various redesign improvements, with Real World Golf coming out the following year, with the US receiving an enhanced version of the game in April of 2006. And here it is, Real World Golf. Thanks to our good friend Stefan, who not only requested the game, but provided me with a copy to show you guys here today, so yeah, I guess he is a fan of golf after all. Anyway, I never really played this back then, or even bothered, because A, I'm not much of a golfer, and B, this thing looks ridiculous. So yeah. But I'm sure there's some kind of redeeming quality to be had here, so let's connect our Gametraks, play a round or two of golf, and see what all the fuss is about. Since this is a golf game, you pretty much get the gist of what you do in real-world golf. There's your standard tutorial and training modes, regular stroke play, match play between you and another player, Stableford, which is more based on scoring points than how many strokes it takes to get to the ball in the hole, pitch and putt, and a quick 9 holes mode if you just want to get in the game. There's also a tournament mode where you compete against the AI to be the best golfer, as well as party golf, which consists of a few mini-games that you can play against either human or bots, like hitting targets, trying to knock golf balls into hoops, a golf version of darts, or just smashing things. Now, all of this is stuff that you probably find in any golf game, really, and can be fun on its own. But this is real-world golf, and in order to get that true golf experience, we gotta plug in the Gametrak. First thing to do is connect the foot pedal to the device. This is basically your accept button. Then strap on the provided gloves. Then attach them to the connecting spheres on the Gametrak, one for the left and right hand. Oh yeah, you're gonna feel like a marionette, but remember,
true golf experience.
Then connect the Gametrak to the Xbox and stand in the correct stance. Oh, as for the mini golf club that comes with it, it's just a plastic shell that has no parts to it. It's more of a placeholder, really. Once you're strapped into the Gametrak Matrix, it's time to make a character with one of the most bland create an avatar makers out there. I seriously doubt anyone will actually like the character they pick, but c'est la vie. After you calibrate the device by putting your hands on your head like a gorilla and set your dominant golf hand, you're ready to begin. To move around the menus, you raise either your left or right hand to select an option and press the foot pedal to accept. I'm not gonna lie to you, I felt like Buzz Lightyear with the Kung Fu Chop action doing this. Once you're in a game, you also use this motion to aim where you want the ball to go. Pressing the foot pedal allows you to change your club, and putting your hands together and pushing them up and forwards like your Freakazoid moves the camera towards the hole. Yeah. Once you're ready to swing, just clasp the little golf club and swing. It's that simple. I have to say, despite looking incredibly goofy connected to the Gametrak, it's actually pretty accurate comparing it to something like Wii Golf, mostly due in part to being connected physically to the controller as opposed to an infrared signal. To be fair, though, I am a bad golfer since I don't really play the sport, and no, putt-putt doesn't count. So when I flub up on a shot, it's more on my lack of skill as opposed to the Gametrak. However, the manual states that you need to be in that stance at all times in order for it to register, so that might be a bit uncomfortable for some as opposed to a Wiimote. As for the actual game itself, it's golf. That's really it. It's not a full, fleshed out experience like a Tiger Woods game, but it's got enough here to keep it interesting. Besides, just like Steel Battalion, it's the controller that makes this game, not the other way around. Visually, Real World Golf isn't much of a looker. Sure, the courses are green with lakes and sand traps, and the backgrounds have plenty of trees and buildings, but it's nothing groundbreaking, especially for Xbox. As for the golfers, well, we already talked about that one. With audio, there's not much music in the game, and what is there is okay. Meanwhile, any voiceover work is just the commentators that talk you through the tutorials and while you play. Again, it's alright, but nothing amazing.
A nifty par 3 with a malevolent little bunker about 2/3 down the fairway, and a green that slopes very gently from the right front down to the left back. Wow, nice shot! Double bogey. Chin up. Maybe we'll have some more luck on the next one.
On its own, Real World Golf is as basic of a golf game as you can get. The modes are fun, sure, but it's nothing you couldn't get from any other golf game. However, again referencing that Steel Battalion mention, when you bring the Gametrak into the picture, it's actually one of the more fun golf games I've played in a while. It really does bring a bit of that golf experience into your living room, though I'd really only recommend it to big golf fans. Also, a big tip here, if you're looking for this game on eBay or anywhere you frequent game shopping, make sure it comes with the Gametrak. Most sellers sell this game alone for like $1 or something, and while that's not a bad deal, it's kind of useless without the controller. The copy I used for this episode cost about $30 overall, which isn't a bad price. After the Gametrak, Indie Games released Real Play, a series of games that use controllers with accelerometers in 2007, with titles like Real Play Racing, Pool, Golf, Puzzle Sphere, Bowling, and Tennis, though these stayed over in PAL territories. For what it's worth, Real World Golf and the Gametrak overall wasn't a bad little idea. It just got overshadowed by the upcoming juggernaut that was the Wii. And with that out of the way, this is the Dali Popka saying, as always, stay green, my friends. I'll see you next time. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode and want more of me and the Big Green, then click that subscribe button and the bell to get notified when new content arrives. I want to say a special thank you to my patrons for helping not just the channel grow, but me as a creator. You have my forever thanks. If you're interested in the channel and would like to help it grow further, consider becoming a patron today. For the cost of a soda or an item on the dollar menu, you could help myself and the channel provide the best source of Big Green programming and more. Once again, all the thanks and love.